Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another First Impressions. We are in a First Impressions using the Glamlite and Trick or Treat collection finally. It arrives kind of towards like the last 2 weeks of November, and for me anyway, and I'm only getting around to it now because I haven't had time. Because it's Christmas, I have to do Christmas shopping, I have to do the Christmassy things, I have to watch Christmassy movies, and I also have to work full time in retail at Christmas. So I've been very tired. So we got around to it today, and I'm kind of in love with this look, not gonna lie. Kind of loving it. So in this collection, we will go through each of the parts that I got. I've gotten 3 parts of the collection. I did not get the candle, which I actually really wanted. And I did not get the body care stuff, or like if there was a mirror, I don't think I got the mirror. I literally got the blush palette, the lip kit, and the palette itself. So that's what we're going to be showing in this. I'm going to pop up some swatches in a second of everything so you can see it all up close and go through each part individually. So let us start. We will start with the blush palette, the blush duo I should say. And this is the Trick or Treat Glamlite Blush Duo palette, that's all it says. Very cute on the inside. I love the packaging. I love the little embossings on it. It says says Warren Valley Pumpkin Carving Championship. Very cute. And this is kind of like a pinky peachy sort of shade, and then more of a corally sort of blush. I will obviously have swatches up now as I'm talking, but for me, I don't feel like this now that I've used it, I was kind of in love with it at first. Now that I've used it, I don't feel like it fully goes with this collection. I think it should have been more browny, more orangey, that kind of vibe to go with the overall tones, the tones in the palette. I just think it's a bit too pink. Everything pulls a little bit too pink in this for me, and if you are darker, it's going to go pinker. So I feel like it should have been a little bit more like the colour of the lips, like these kind of tones on the eyes, even like a mustard and a burnt orange, something like that in the palette. I used this kind of darker corally shade. I did find it a little bit hard to blend. I don't know why, because all my other Glamlite blushes are beautiful, even the Ghost Face bright red blush, but I found this one a little bit difficult to blend. I'm not sure, but I will continue trying and see how I feel about it. Next up, we've got our gorgeous lip kit. So inside you get a gorgeous neutral brown pencil. We have got a neutral kind of on the brown side of lipstick. And then we've got this gorgeous like orangey peachy gloss. Stunning. I love it. I love the gloss formula. It's the same formula and I think it's the same formula and the same packaging as the Halloween 2 collection. And then the lip pencil is like the most perfect brown nude for my skin, because I will explain in the video, I have a hard time with a certain brown lip liner that does not suit me, and I want it to suit me so bad, but this is kind of what I want it to be, and now I have it, and now I'm very happy. So I love this. This is beautiful. And then our gorgeous Trick or Treat Give Me Something Good to Eat palette, and we've got our beautiful lenticular packaging here, and the inside is all the most warm and cozy shades ever. It's half matte, half shimmer. It's just like the perfect warm neutral palette for me, because it's not super neutral, but you can do neutral with it, but you don't have to. That gold in the middle is so eye-catching. It's stunning. I will pop up obviously swatches now as well. We've got a gorgeous burgundy, which I used today. You do have a black, which I don't necessarily think needs to be in every single palette, Glamlite, just saying. But if this is the only palette you're ever going to buy from them, it's handy to have, so I'm not mad at it. Your darkest shade is matte, your lightest shade is shimmer. There's a mustard shade in there, coppers, kind of more rosy sort of tones, brown. You've options, you've everything that you need in there. I think this is stunning for a warm neutral palette. I don't normally go for those, but that's what I like. So that is it from the collection. I didn't get obviously everything as I said, but that is it. I'm really enjoying this collection. It's not my favourite of all the collections that Glamlite have ever done. I don't know what is my favourite. I might like rank my Glamlite palettes, my spooky palettes, or all my palettes. I only have one other one that's not spooky. I might rank them all. That'd be fun. That might be a spooky season video next year. Ranking all my spooky Glamlite collections. Yes. So that is our collection. That is what we're going to be playing with in this video. You get to see it all in action for the first time on my face, and it's very exciting. Just before we get into the actual first impressions, my Instagram is linked down below, where I post all the up close eye pictures and full face pictures of all of my looks, and my TikTok is down there for a little bit of extra content if you want to go give both of those a follow. So let us not ramble, because this might be a little bit of a longer video, because it is the first impressions with a big collection where I do cheeks and lips as well. So let us get into the look. Okay, so we are going to get into our first time ever using the Trick or Treat Give Me Something Good to Eat palette from Glamlite. And how just warm and cozy is that? That's why I think it actually fits this year, or this end of the year, quite well, because it's all like warm and cozy looking. So I'm thinking Halo Eye. I'm thinking this gorgeous burgundy blended with the mustard. Stay with me. Maybe a bit of black, but definitely these two in the crease. And then I'm thinking a bit of this on the lid. So outer parts, center of the lid, and then inner corner. That's what I'm feeling. And then some sort of lip. Well, I obviously have the lip kits go with it, but I'm going to try and make it like darker, so it's that real warm, deep kind of vibe. So my skin is on, my brows are on, my eyeshadow primer is on, which will all be listed down below. And my contour is done, but I haven't done my blush because we're going to do that towards the end of the video. Okay, so when you get this palette, you've got this little slip that has like numbers on it. There's no names on each of these shades, which is a little bit awkward because you have to keep this, which I might just tape one side of it so I can just flip it back and forward when I need to in case I lose it. But we're going to take the shade number 9. I mean, it's not that difficult to remember that it's, you know, 1 to 10. It's not that easy, but we're going to take the shade 9, the gorgeous burgundy that has little Sam kind of embossed in it. Cute. And I'm taking that on a Beauty Bay 204 brush, just a smaller fluffy brush. I realised I had like misplaced a lot of my makeup brushes. I kept wondering why I kept running out of a lot of, especially blending brushes for the eyes really quickly, and I have to keep cleaning them constantly. I then found a bag of brushes when I was cleaning my room. So I obviously packed them away. I must have been going somewhere or gone to my boyfriend's house or something like that and packed them away and never realised. So that shade is going on the inner and the outer corner, and I'm going to keep it quite wide on this centre part because I want enough space for my shimmer. So just kind of the width of the brush is all I'm going to do. But I definitely want it to be heavy. So like a lot in there. I just want to keep a lot of space on the lid. That is such a beautiful burgundy. I don't think I'm going to use the black. So just establishing placement and shape. And I'm just going to have a really heavy smoky lower lash line. I'm not going to halo the lower lash or anything like that. So I'm just taking a really small brush with that same burgundy shade and just heavily apply to the lower lash, connecting on the outer corner as always. Okay, so we look a little bit mental, but I mean, we'll get there. I like the shape though. I'm loving what it's kind of doing for my eyes right now. So I'm going to take the shade number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7, which is that gorgeous mustard that says Trick or Treat right there. Beautiful. And this is going to be on another Beauty Bay brush. This is 203, bigger fluffy brush. And we are going to start blending all around the edges. I want this to be like a fireside sort of effect. It's very slowly. And I have a clean brush there to extra blend the edges. So lovely fiery sort of effect here. And like out here is where I'll use that clean brush to really blend that into my skin. And then in here, just take a little bit more and blend in there to soften out all that lovely edge. And then just so whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to just pull through the middle, back and forth. So I'm kind of pulling a little bit of the burgundy through, but nothing crazy. It'll just slowly start to define that crease a little bit more. And now, clean brush. This is just a 6SS from Inglot, my very, very old, very bleached and very sparse one, but it's clean. And I don't need it to really do anything special, just soften all these edges with the yellow. And while I'm doing that, I just want to let you know that I've only ever seen Trick or Treat once. And I watched it while I was getting ready one Halloween for a Halloween party I was going to. And I feel like I need to watch it again. I feel like I don't really remember. I know the parts in it, like, because it is sort of anthology. It's almost like Love Actually, but Halloween. You know what I mean? Where there's like different stories. It's not an anthology where each individual story is completely different. It's like they're different stories happening around the same time on the same night. But I feel like I need to watch it again, just to really get in and remember everything. I love Sam. I know all his story, the werewolf kind of vibe. I love that. I remember some of the kills, but not all of the kills. Do you know what I mean? I need to get in and rewatch that. But this is not the time of year for that. Although I do watch horror movies all year round, but still. I feel like it's definitely one for October. That's a definite October movie. So now I'm taking that same mustard shade on a 219S from MAC, just a little pencil brush. And I'm just going to blur that lower lash line nice and blend it like the top. And again, I can still use my clean brush, even though it's not that clean now. but I can use my clean brush to soften out the edges again. But I want to be able to see that mustardy shade really warm and then that deep burgundy. Okay, so now onto our gorgeous shimmers. I'm so excited for these shimmers. Oh my god, they're so sparkly. And I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer. I'm taking that on a 239S from MAC, just a little flat brush from MAC. Just a little bit, even that's a bit too much. Gonna pop some of that glitter primer down the middle of the eye. Okay, so for the outer part, so right beside the matte on either side here, I'm gonna take the shade number 5, which is this beautiful fiery copper shade. Gorgeous. And I'm taking that on the same brush I just wiped off the excess glitter primer. And look at that, it's got like little green flecks in it as well, like beautiful. And that is gonna go on the outer parts. Ooh, that is literally like burning embers. I love that. So on either side, just against the matte. Now we're going to take shade number 4, this kind of gorgeous, almost like pinky copper. And like it kind of goes into like this gold duochrome. It's beautiful. So I'm going to take some of that, and this is going to be down the center of that lid. Just to like give the most perfect coppery highlight. I think it's going to be beautiful. So just down that little strip of blank space. So right there you can see. I like to leave a little gap for that extra pop of a brighter shade to make it look really rounded. So just like that. Gorgeous. So you have a constant highlight down the middle. How warm and cozy. Oh my god, I love this so much. And I'm like sitting in and gonna watch some Christmas movies, hopefully gonna wrap some presents, and yeah, I'm excited just to wear this and have a little vibe by myself. So now for the inner corner, the obvious choice, we're going to use this shade up here, shade number 1, and this has like this kind of gold champagne, like a white gold almost. And then it reflects this beautiful kind of green, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, I think it's going to really contrast well with these tones as well. So just on a little Charles Fox brush that I don't know where I got, I think it's a lip brush. And we are just going to pop this on the inner corner for that beautiful pop. Okay, that is our gorgeous copper halo eye. Love it. And I think once I do a nice warm brown lip, I think, will give me that really nice cozy vibe. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to finish off the eyes, we'll come back and do cheeks together, and we'll do that beautiful lip kit together as well. So excited. So I'll come back to you once I have the eyes done. Okay, so I've got my lashes on, which are the, what are you called? The I Donut Care from Violet Voss. My mascara is my Clinique High Impact Mascara. And on my waterline, I have got, where is it gone? The Odin's Eye Gel Liner in the shade 12. I think it's coffee brown. It's what it's called. It's like a slightly shimmery brown, obviously. So now we're onto the gorgeous little blush duo. And I need to take it out of the box first, which would help. This is our gorgeous packaging. It's so cute. And for this look, what do I want to do? I'm thinking the more corally shade. That's what I think. Now, realistically, with this look, I prefer my orangey blushes, but I have ordered some and they're on the way. For Black Friday, I got the Give Me Glow one that was recommended to me, and also the Singe Beauty one as well. This is going to be a little bit pinker, and I don't know how pigmented. Oh, very pigmented. Okay, little bit. We're just gonna dab it. This is just a brush from number 7. There's no number on it. It's just a blush brush. But I'm just going to do a little bit because I don't want it to be too pink on the cheeks. I say that as I put a lot on because I have blush blindness, but I will blend it in with my powder brush in a second. But that is pretty. I will say it's kind of similar to the Nightmare on Elm Street blush trio, some of the shades. So I would have liked maybe more of like that sort of shade here, and a little bit more of a like a burnt orange or something like that, because they are kind of similar. It's a little bit harder to blend, I'm not gonna lie, probably because it is so pigmented and I'm so pale right now. Well, I'm always pale, but you know, I'm extra pale. We're in the depths of winter, so it's a little bit harder to blend, but I can blend it. It's very pigmented though. So just to give that a further blend, I'm just going to take my powder brush that I used earlier on my face and just go over that a little bit, just to give it another little blend into the skin. So I'm kind of more into creams right now, because like cream blushes, because it looks more like it's part of your skin as opposed to just plonked on top the way this one does. So, but yeah, I mean, if I can get the Ghost Face blush from Glamlite to work, which is bright red, I can get this one to work, and it does work. It's pretty, very pretty colour. Okay, for highlight, nothing major. I'm just going to take my sleek Solstice palette, the highlighter palette. I think this is Subsolar and Equinox. I think Subsolar, Equinox, I'm not sure, because I'm going to mix these two together because I kind of want the tone of this, but it's a bit dark for how pale I am right now, so I'm mixing a bit of this in with it as well. So just a little dab back and forward and a nice highlight. Okay, and now onto our super cute 3-piece lip kit. This is the Hollo lip kit. And it's in like a sweet wrapper, like it looks like a candy bar. I'm going to take this off camera because it's going to be very noisy, so give me a sec. So I have my 3 products out. We're going to start with the lip liner. I'm just going to go over my lips with my foundation brush though. I always like to do that because my lips are very red and it shows through with the colour of the lipstick, so I do like that. And this is it a twist up? No, it's a sharpening pencil. So obviously not going to be able to talk during this bit, but let's try this boy out. That's a beautiful nude pencil. I'm filling in a whole lip with that as well because I don't really want a nude lip per se for this. I actually would love like a deep warm reddish brown. Not red, but like a brown like that. Okay, so nude pencil is on, and it's the most perfect brown, like actually brown nude for me, because the Good Guys collection had one and it's more like the Whirl, it's more like that pinky brown, and I love that. That's like my favorite kind of brown. And this is more like what I want MAC's stripped down to actually look like on me, but it doesn't because it's more tan, it's more yellow toned. This is what I want it to actually look like, so very happy with this. Now we're going to get onto the lipstick, and this is also kind of a brown, but it's a little bit warmer. It's coming up very warm on camera, but it's not actually that warm in real life. It's a little bit more brown. So let us try. And I love Glamlite's lipstick formula as well. Okay, and then our final step is our gloss. This gorgeous, you can't actually see the colour of what it looks like on the outside at all, but it's this gorgeous like peachy orange sort of shade. It's not going to come out that colour, obviously it's gloss. It's not a lacquer. The lacquers usually have those kind of colours, but let's pop this on top. And it's the same, I'm assuming the same formula and the same kind of packaging as the Halloween gloss, that kind of blue gloss. I actually love this formula so much. It's like not sticky in the slightest, but super shiny, and it does actually last because I've worn obviously the Halloween collection one. If it's the same formula, it's gonna last pretty well, as much as gloss can. But yeah, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. That is it. That is finally our Trick or Treat collection from Glamlite. Beautiful. I really like it. I'm very excited I didn't get the full collection, even though I didn't really want like the body care stuff. I wanted the candle though, I really did. Okay, let me go through my kind of what I think of each individual part of this collection. What is my least favorite to my favorite? Blush palette is probably my least favorite because I found this a little bit hard to blend, and also it's kind of similar colors to the, I say similar, like similar, not the same colors to the Nightmare on Elm Street collection. I keep forgetting which one it is. Nightmare on Elm Street collection, but I really like it. I think it's gonna be pretty. I think I'm gonna like this shade a little bit more. I just wish we had I know I'm a bit obsessed with this color as a blush right now, but I wish this color and a burnt orange would have fit this so much better with this packaging and the palette as well. These are a bit too pink for this collection, in my opinion. Then the lip kit, the lip combo, all the lip products, gorgeous. I really like it. I think it sits really well with the colours on the eyes. I probably would have liked a burnt orange, but that's me. I love a dark lip, so that's up to yourselves. But this as a nude is the perfect nude for this combo. And then my favourite part, obviously, is always the palette, because I love an eyeshadow palette. I love the lenticular packaging, very cute. And I love these shades. For a warm neutral, this is like warm neutral. So warm, so not so neutral, but like so warm, and my kind of version of a warm neutral palette. I love this like almost green gold. It's that gold, that's how gold it is. Copper is beautiful. I cannot wait to play with this green though, or green gold. And these two are stunning, and I've used this, so I just need to use these two and a couple more of the mattes for a 2 Looks One palette that will come next year, possibly spooky season. You might have to wait that long because it just fits the vibe of spooky season a bit better. But I love, love, love this palette. I think it's beautiful. I think it's kind of in the vein of the Rust palette from Melt, but it has like the darkest shimmer being, or darkest shade being matte, lighter shade being shimmer, which I always like. It's a bit more of like a condensed version of it. And I adore these shimmers. They're so beautiful. So I want to know down in the comments below, what is your favorite part of this collection? Have you seen Trick or Treat? And also, what do you think of this look? If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support to get me around for people, and also let me know that you like the video, and I'll continue to do many more. And don't forget to subscribe down below to see many more videos coming. We are in Merry Glammas, even though this is Merry Spookiness, this kind of look. But we have got our end of year ranking, our palette ranking and my favourites. We have also got a couple more get ready with me's. We've got a To Look Some palette coming with a very Christmassy, like the most Christmassy palette. And I'm excited, so hit subscribe down below to see all that coming. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below, where I post all the up close eye pictures and full face pictures of all of my looks, and my TikTok is down there for a little bit of extra content if you want to go give both of those a follow. So I think that is everything from me, guys, and this first impressions that has finally come. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.